the current demand.
As a rule, Americans don't like to idle.
We now have a date when Multnomah County could finally start reopening.
Alright, it is day 73. And yes, the protesters burned the Minneapolis police station. Who would burn the police station in Minneapolis? Who's going to work? Who's going to have a job? Where the prisoners will be in there? So that's the problem in Minneapolis. And overnight, they torched down buildings, looted some stores, including the one from Target in Minneapolis. We all know Target's headquartered in Minneapolis, though. And the Mall of America. It's also has a mall there. So yep, we don't know about. So yep, we will have more further information about that by tomorrow. So we have a photo of the suspect. We have a photo of the man 2 years prior to his death. But it will be after the Crips. So, yep, other than some protest news about from Minneapolis, we got some usual news to do. In South Carolina, who crashed a Tesla Model 3 into a building? Who crashed it? But in the meantime, some counties in the U.S. doesn't have the virus cases yet, but it's mostly in rural areas. Us densely populated counties have it. So it's because some counties are rural. And other than the heat wave here, we will have some news to do. But for now, I also want to ask you that about the seniors we are going to root, but that's going to be after the photos, though. From a man 2 years prior to his death. And the Minneapolis mayor is going on an investigation with the police. We show you the 4 fire officers yesterday. In case you missed it, you can watch it again. But even though we still have some stuff to do, even though we still have some stuff to do, we are going to have a moment of silence at the end. So for tonight, and we read it at the end, there will be no music, but we'll be back tomorrow. And the space says launch will be on Saturday. So keep in mind. We know it's going to be happening at 3:22 Eastern. So yep. This is it for the news, and we get to some clips. So for the first clip, meanwhile at the doctors in the hospital, the man in a wheelchair fell off. The next clip is at the same store that you saw a couple weeks ago. So yep, but this time it is empty for restocking.
شبرة الخضار في منطقة الصليبية
مليئة بالمواد الغذائية من الخضار والفاكهة بجميع أنواعها، المحلي منها والمستورد. شبرة الخضار في الصيفية طبعا غيروا موعد الدخول والخروج من عندها، حيث أصبحت افتتاح الساعة 2 صباحا وإغلاقها في تمام الساعة 10 صباحا، وذلك حتى إشعار آخر. أيضا الشبرة مغلقة أمام رواة من الأفراد ومفتوحة فقط للجمعيات التعاونية للتزود بالمنتجات والمواد الغذائية.
So yep, the next clip, you can see the crane is putting the trailer back from its position before traffic can move again. When you realize it is empty near the Arabian Peninsula, so yep, on this clip, the next clip, you can see the police have the info for a man who is recording, but for some reason it is cut off due to sensitive info.
الله يعافيك.
ومشكور يا ابو سليمان.
حياك الله.
اخوي احمد جاينا من الصباح. ليه صباح الاحمد؟
خدمتك.
الله يجزاكم خير، والله انتم تستاهلون خطوه اماميه والله.
ما قصر.
تبيض الله وجهك وما قصرت.
And finally, we have the last clip before we show the George Floyd photo 2 years prior to this. The police is asking people to go back inside for the curfew. Yes, the curfew still going on.
اللي عنده عيال يجيب عيال يستلم عيالي من داخل، يجينا هنا. اللي عنده عيال يجينا يستلم عيالي. ويجي ولي امر معاه يستلم عيالي. قبل لا يصير حرب 6:30.
And yeah, that's all the clips. But before we get to the senior part for thank you, we are going to show the photo of George Floyd 2 years prior to his death. And yes, this is George Floyd from Minneapolis from 2018 photo, just 2 years before his death. He works as a security job. He's a Houston Rockets fan. He is from Houston though, but a couple days ago, or probably by Monday, the police beated him choked him up to death, and because of it, the protests started because of his death. And then yesterday, I show you the 4 police officers were fired. We know the names was on the last video though, and we are going to miss him. And even when the protest is over for him. So yep, before we go, we are going to thank you to all the seniors for the class of 2020. Even though you seniors missed the field trip for me, for my school is Six Flags Magic Mountain and Stevenson Ranch, part of Santa Clarita. So we are going to miss you, seniors, but we will see you again. And yes, we are going to miss you. Even though some of you did a drive-in or virtual ceremony, or some of you seniors did it at the commencement at stadiums, drive-in theaters, like one high school in Dallas, Texas, decided to have a ceremony at the NASCAR stadium. And I will show you a winner on Saturday, including SpaceX launch. Though the events that you won't want to miss this weekend. So yep, that's all. That's all for you seniors. We are going to miss you, and I will see you tomorrow. P.S. I will graduate in 2 years though.